Hey Golf Gang, and welcome back to another video. I'm just typing out my D&D message. There we go. So I've done lots of videos on Heist. It is my favourite mechanic that PoE has, but I don't recall ever showing people how it actually works. So that's what I'm going to be attempting to do in this video. We've got our Chaos Recipe tool running here. I'm going to do a separate video how that works. I should have done that before this one. There is a video on YouTube, but it is woefully out of date. It does give you the basics, but I'll run through how to do that in a separate video, so look out for that in the coming days. But the gist of Endless Heist is you choose a level and you bounce between that level. I choose bouncing between level 59 and level 61. So at the moment we are level... Oh, you can't quite see it there. We are level 60. We've got about halfway through our XP. We do not want to hit level 61. This tab is used to house my Chaos Recipe for the Chaos Recipe tool. You can also see here I've got all of my contracts that I can run, all the level 60s and 61s, and then my rogue markers that I'm not selling up here. I carry enough rogue markers for the contract in my inventory. Other than that, the inventory is fine. This is my standard Raider Toxic Rain Endless Heist character, of which there are multiple videos on my channel about. The main differences are that we have dropped Vitality from the auras and are now running Flesh and Stone, and we have dropped the Toxic Rain self-cast, and we are now using Caustic Arrow. All the gear is the same, all the other gems are the same, so as you can see the gems can't level up because the next level requirement is above level 59. So other than the casting damage taken in the steel skin, which are 48, all the other skills you can see here require level 60. Some even require level 61. You can't quite see it there was one right near the end. There it is. Avoid manipulation is level 58, then goes up to 61. So we run over to here, we pop in our contract, we choose cast as our lockpicking guy, we dump our remaining things in there, and we run into the heist. Now the idea, excuse me, I'm just getting comfortable. I've got a new PC set up and I'm just getting cables sorted out, and the cable I've got at the moment is not quite long enough for my headset. Okay, so we're inside now, and the gist is we go in here as quickly as possible. We ignore 90% of the mobs. We are aiming to go for the large chest because we need some rings for our Chaos Recipe. We go in, we drop our turrets, hit the big box, cast one Caustic Rain, which kicks off our Caustic Arrow from our Lionized Paws boots. There we go. Run through here, pick up the lockbox. Nothing. Lockbox. Yes. This filter is aimed at a league start, so I would pick up low quality gems to turn into GCPs to then either use for myself on my next character, or more likely sell at the beginning of the league. I have made a mistake. I have not left myself enough space to pick up both of these large chests because I didn't check how many big chests were in there. At this level you only usually get 2 or 3. You can pick up 2 quite easily and open that many boxes. See, 3, I'm going to go for the currency one because we're mid-league. If it was early league, then I would definitely choose the other one for the Chaos Recipe. Sorry, I'm going to sneeze. I apologise. Have we got enough? No, that's going to set off the alarm. Okay, so we'll leave that then. We can just about pick this one up. 4 stack decks, that's good. Sneeze again. Sorry. I don't know what's got up my nose today. The clocks have changed, so I am now on a British summertime, which differs to GMT by an hour, and that has changed the weather system in the locale. Maybe what's kicked it off, or I might just be one of my medical conditions, may just be getting my nostrils. Okay, so now we could go. We do have the speed to go and get that, and then run through here and come and get this, but I really can't be bothered. League start, I would. We're not league start, we're half league, so you can see my phase run is practically on cooldown all the time unless I'm unlocking a door. The only mobs we are killing are those surrounding a large chest or whilst we wait for the door to unlock. There goes the Quicksilver Flask and phase run, which is why we use phase run. We have phasing as a raider, naturally, because of our ascendancy, but using the phase run skill gives us an additional 10% move, which is why we use it. Now we just aim to get out. There we go, out the escape route and out there. There we go. Now whether you choose to do level 59 to 60 or the other one is 66 to 67, because then the contracts open up mapping materials, is entirely your choice. It is completely personal preference. But whichever one you choose to do, you do not want to go above your level. So right now, just identify all this, go down here, so that's for stones. I don't need a focal stone, that's no good, that's no good, that's no good. So we stash our materials, we then update our Chaos Recipe tool, reload filter. So now I have to make a judgment call. Do I have enough XP before 61 to do another heist? I don't think I do. So this is where we grab one Scroll of Wisdom, one Orb of Scouring, go back over to Wakano, yeah, that one, and see what new contracts we want to buy. Brute Force will give us weapons, so we want that one. Trapped Disarmament, no, they're too slow. Engineering is no. Lockpicking gives us currency. Engineering, no. Brute Force gives us weapons. Brute Force gives us weapons. More weapons. And Deception is just awesome. So we go over here. We build them up. Now the reason why I've got loads of these contracts and I continue to buy them is because you can have what we call a dry selling spree, which is when he has nothing. So he has no contracts that you are willing to purchase because they're all bad, and then you're left without any contracts in which to run. So you just kind of have to be a bit wary of that and have a bit of back off, or more likely you might run out of chance orbs, and at that point you haven't got a choice, you haven't got anything to buy. So you sell the one Scroll of Wisdom, we sell a scoreboarding, you get a non-tradable Book of Regression. It can't be traded, it can't be moved out of your inventory, you can't even delete it. So once you've got it, you have to use it, which we do. Bam! And that puts us down to level 59 at 0 XP, which also refreshes his contracts, which is why it's called Endless Heist, because you're constantly leveling up, leveling down, leveling up, leveling down. You will never run out of contracts. Oh, Deception. Demolition is armor. Perception, no. Lockpicking, yes. Perception, no. Counterthorn, no. Engineering, Deception, yes. Engineering, no. Lockpicking, yes. There we go. So we stash these. I've got all mine all organised because, you know, autism. Everything's got to have a place. Lockpicking is that one. There we go. And then Deception's the one we're going to run. And this is literally all you do. You spend your time throwing in the contract and getting the contract completed as quickly as possible, and then gaining materials from these heists to make a ton of money. In particular for me, I'll pick those up for now. I was able to buy a level 1 Enlighten for 30C on day 1. They are now an uncorrupted level 1 Enlighten is about 4x. If I had the fortitude to continue doing the heist for longer than I actually did this leak, which is a massive mistake I made, I could have brought a load more Enlightens and either kept them as level 1s, or I could have leveled them up and had, then sold them. Now, that is a clear indication of a chaos recipe item. This is how I've put it on my filter. You can change the colors in the filter in the tool itself when you download your version, or the one, when you get yours, you can customize it a lot. Can we get this? Yes. Again, only killing mobs when we reach a door or we're around a big chest. Thankfully, Deception don't have a lot of mobs. I don't have a lot of job speed on Gianna at the moment, which is why it's taking a while. There we go. In, through, down, crack it open, let's go. And with Deception, there are no doors coming out, so you can just speed all the way through, no stopping, which is awesome, which is why Deception are the favoured contracts of all heisters. And most Deception contracts, regardless of eye level, will sell quite quickly, either on trade in singles or via TFT in bulk. Unfortunately, on that occasion, we only come out with one pair of boots, but we do update the tool and reload the filter. There we go. We identify all this. Sell the 6 sockets. That I would put up for sale at League Start. That is a very good item. I'd probably 4-link it and sell that quite easily. This could probably sell as well. This not so much, but it's not perfect, so we sell it. Let's sell that. I don't need any more sharpening stones. Again, if I could scour this, roll it better, and that would probably sell as well on League Start. There we go. And that's literally all you do. That is how you run Endless Heist, if you are in any doubt as to how to do it. Normally I would go and complete this quest as well, because it annoys me that the writing's up there. If we just go out of the way of all the traffic over here to my favourite character, Vindiri. There we go. So that's the character. That's the gear. Very quickly, here is Bite, 2 Lahoopa walls, Rat Nest for the increased movement speed, a Strength, Intelligence, Damage over time, Evasion amulet. I've anointed Acrimony, got the -5 total mana cost. You can't have -7 because it's above the level. We've got a life resist pair of gloves. We've got a very nice Stitch Vice and a very nice Hypnotic Jewel. 6-link Quill Rain. You can do a 6-link Silver Burrow, but a Quill Rain has more damage. It depends on your budget. 6-link chest. Again, it was we've covered the resist with the gear, other gear, and our tree. So this was just a life chest, and then I've put the max life, max mana on there. Obviously, you can't get that at League Start unless you buy it from TFT or a guild or a friend or whatever, global, in-game global chat. That's more of a mid-league modifier to have. Extra charge, blood immune. That's my Quicksilver Flask, my Mana Flask, which I don't actually need anymore. Granite Flask and Jade Flask. I'm not sure what this flask will be. Probably a Stibnite for the extra evasion, and then I'd put Freeze and Chill on it like this one has rolled. There we go. I hope that's helped out those of you out there that had any queries or questions or how exactly to do Endless Heist. As I said, I'll put a shorter video out explaining the Chaos tool and how to use it in the next few days. If you don't, If you just do a Google search for Chaos Tool recipe, you can then download it for GitHub, and then it's it's a great tool for Endless Heist if you're staying to level 59 to 60. That's the only way I'd use it, really. If you're going into the 66 to 67, it's a bit pointless because you get access to all the mapping materials in the contracts then, and you make far more money just running in and grabbing those materials than you would do doing this chaos recipe. I've got it set to 10 sets, which means every time I hand in the 10 sets I'm getting a 20 chaos. So it's not great, but for someone like myself who finds it really difficult to play a lot of red map end game juice content, I find it a lot easier to make chaos this way. So yeah, hope you enjoyed the video. I'll see you in the next one.